Welcome back. I am Dr. Ruckus, and today we are playing the dumpster fire that is Temur. Why is Temur so bad? Because green is the worst color in Standard right now. I will say mono green aggro is decent, not tier 1, but pretty good. Gruul aggro, I think, is solid. I think it's a solid aggressive deck. Simic, the Simic Magecraft deck I played a couple days ago is like, yeah, it's like pretty good. Magecraft decks always have the ability to kind of get over people in ways they don't expect. But then after that, if you're playing green, you're basically just dumping 1 or 2 Titan of Industries in another deck and hoping to reanimate it or use Chaotic Transformation to get it out. And that's the only thing green is contributing to the entire deck. So that kind of sucks. And I've done a lot of Chaotic Transformation and reanimation stuff recently, so I didn't feel like doing that again with Temur. So instead, we're playing the dumpster fire that is this deck, based around TEZZERET, Betrayer of Flesh. Doesn't see a lot of play. 4-mana legendary Planeswalker. The first activated ability of an artifact you activate each turn costs 2 less to cast. That actually has a lot of relevancy in this deck, which we'll talk about. Has a plus ability, which you want to use most of the time. Draw 2 cards, then discard 2 cards unless you draw an artifact card. So if you can get this bad boy out and start plussing every turn and dump 1 artifact, you're getting some card draw off of that, which is nice. And the -2 is actually also relevant. Target artifact of any kind becomes an artifact creature. If it isn't a vehicle, it has base power and toughness 4/4. So you can turn your artifacts into 4/4 beaters. All right, so what are we doing with this? First off, we have a lot of activated abilities that get cheaper. Surge Engine, activated ability. All of those get 2 cheaper, 2 colorless cheapers. That's kind of nice. Lizard Blades, I believe Raking Figure should also get 2 cheaper. Bankbuster definitely becomes free, so you get to draw for free every turn, which is quite nice. And the Prototype Amalgam can also be leveled up for 3 mana total instead of 5. So we got a little bit of synergy there. That's fun. What else are we doing? We got the Wormlet on turn 1 because we are running lots of artifacts. In general, this is kind of a weird aggressive deck where you got the Wormlet down and then you start playing things and it levels up. You can get in for damage. Tezzeret is weird because sometimes you can just -2 and try to make a 4/4 Double Strike or Lizard Blades and just swing for lethal. But most of the time I find you kind of want to sit back, plus develop your board presence, give your Fable time to pop off, maybe start copying Simians, put counters on thing. Like it's a funky deck for sure. This is not tier 1. This is not tier 1. This is me trying to do something new in a different color combination. So yeah, we also have to fit some removal in here. So we're running Tail Swipe, which is pretty sus. Although we can get some large creatures in this deck, and Lightning Strike, just to have something in Temur to remove the opponent's creatures. And once the Saheeli on top, because why the hell not? So that's the deck. Enjoy the gameplay. Let's dive right in. On the play, a little bit funky, but we can probably keep this. No green yet. Mono black sleeper. Probably just need to strike that down. Yeah, I think we want to strike that down early. See if we want to invest mana in it first. Nope, to play the underdog. We take the sleeper anyway. Sleeper's a little bit easier to fight at some point. Take the underdog here instead. Okay, more land. Hit our green mana. Drop the Fable. Trespasser online. Annoying to target. Wormlets. So how are we going to get this done? We will need the 4th land eventually. Tail Swipe can pick off the sleeper this turn, but that's about it. We can let one of these go. Actually, we could double Tail Swipe, right? We don't have enough green to double Tail Swipe, even if we attack first. So maybe drop 1 Tail Swipe. One of these lands here. Yeah. Tezzeret, interesting. Okay, let's start just by getting this guy dead. And we can offer the attack here, I think. Would you like to trade? They don't. We'll keep the treasure, though. That's okay. Maybe go Wormlet plus Bankbuster this turn. Okay. It's something. Oh, it's like, what is this funky deck? What is the spooky 4-drop, though, is the question. Just a Bankbuster so far. 2-0. Okay. So we have double blue, and we have Kiki Jiki. We want to keep things around to copy. We could turn the treasure into a 4/4 trade with the Bankbuster. It's not awful. Or we can just sit back and plus as well, which is pretty good. What's more valuable? Making the treasure? A little bit of stick here. Okay, maybe we don't go for the minus. I mean, they could just have the Bank Buster draw. The minus is definitely riskier. All right, well, they tap out now anyway. Do we want to crew this turn? Probably not. Let's just resolve you. So we don't really have a good target for the 4/4 anyway, unless we want to power up the Bank Buster. So we just plus here instead. Okay, bin the Amalgam. We now take that draw for free. We don't need to do that now. I'd like to protect TEZZERET and keep the Kiki-Jiki around. That's the ideal sequence. Okay, they draw now. Another Trespasser, okay. Take the Amalgam, sure. That's it for their turn, though. They have no good attacks. Okay, we'll take our free draw off the TEZZERET passive. Activated abilities cost 2 less to cast. My turn. We can keep plussing here. We don't really have an artifact to create, right? How do we want to do this? We'd like to start copying things. We want a good artifact. I think we might plus into an artifact here. Yeah, I think that's probably our best option. Start with a plus. Okay, well, that's a whiff. We're okay enough on green. Could take the free draw, but I like having the 4/4 around as a potential blocker first. Okay. No attacks. And here. So let's see, I've done this before. If I copy the Bank Buster, I think it just comes in as an artifact again. I'd have to recrew it. So we're gonna lose an enchantment here. And that means it has to be the Kiki-Jiki, right? No, we can lose the next one. But we are gonna lose the TEZZERET. So if we're gonna take the free draw, we do it now, which means they get in some okay attacks here. Let's take our free draw. Okay, not that impressive. Creature to sack, probably the weakest wormlet here. We could power up the Bank Buster and sack that, but I don't want to do that. Lose TEZZERET, sadly. Yeah, we'll pick this one, I think. Well, that was sucky. Do nothing, though. Okay. And we could copy the Bank Buster. How good is that? Then we can draw with it twice this turn? Is that worth it? I don't know if any of these other creatures are actually worth it, though. What happens if we do this? Okay, make a copy. Artifact enters, so we get the wormlet trigger. Now we have 2 Bank Buster draws to take. But neither of them are free anymore. Copying the Simian's pretty good, though. Interesting. We can also attack with this thing. It doesn't really matter there. We're too far off. Okay. So if we only got you for a turn, maybe we take this draw now. And then play out the Simian. Surge Engine. Doesn't really fit. Simian's pretty good, though. And copying the Simian is also pretty good. Make a large wormlet, I suppose. You could see if they want to trade off both these for it. I think that'd be fine with me if they did. What are you gonna do? They eat it all. Alright. First damage of the game, basically. And we can still copy something. We lose our temporary Bank Buster. But we want to copy the next Simian. And put more counters somewhere. Maybe put it on the 2/2 Goblin Shaman. Invoke Despair. So we're going to lose the enchantment. So if we're going to copy something, it's got to be now again. We can copy the Simian. Get our counters. And we'll put them here this time on the 4/4. Make a 4/4. Why is this like this? Oh, we could sack the Bank Buster instead of sacking a creature. That's fine. We'll just sack the copy. Sack the copy here, I think. Lose our enchantment, so copying ability is over till we get the next Fable down. Okay. Alright, this is just crewing, right? Yeah, okay. Lizard Blades is interesting. You put double strike on, they now have to block. Search Engine also does some good stuff. Let's see if there's more stick. I guess we'll never be able to tell through the Bank Buster, right? Should we go for it? Putting it on the mana generator is also very interesting. How to do it? I think we want to try this. The question is where. They only have one card left in hand. Let's try it here. Do you have the Infernal Grasp? Ooh, you might not. Okay. Okay, we could attack with the Bank Buster as well. It's a lot of damage. Or we could just play out the Fable. But I kind of like attacking here. Okay. Okay. So let's see. They trade with you. They have to chump you. And they'll probably take one more bad block. So is it worth attacking with the Simian? If they choose to block the Simian, they take 8. And we get to cast that back. Maybe it's worth it to get in here. Let's try. Alright, show me the blocks, and show me if you got anything for 2 mana. That's what I'm most worried about. They trade Bank Busters, even though they have 2 counters, and they chump there. I think this is a fantastic outcome for us. They do get the draw, though. Interesting. Wow, we might actually get there this game against Mono Black. A freaking jank Temur pile of dumpster fire of cards. I mean, we can make Surge Engine unblockable, too. So now they have to sweep the entire board to win. Whew. Holy shit, we might get there. Let's see if they play the 4-mana sweeper. No, that doesn't make any sense. Shelly, that's fine. I don't think that does it, man. I think we're coming out with a W. Oh! Beating Mono Black with the dumpster fire. This Temur. Woo! Feels good. On the play with the curve. Let's go. Alright, we need green and red here to start. Get in like this. Get the Wormlet down. A little bit of removal off the tail swipe if we need it. Jessica. Yas. Alright. Great. Get the Lizard Blades down. Pump up the Wormlet. A little bit of stick. A little play with fire on the Wormlet. Okay. 1 down. That's too bad. The life gain could have mattered against this mono red deck. Got a nice Fable coming, though. One with the Flame Breathing. Unfortunately, does brickwall us a bit. Even through tail swipe shenanigans. There's not really a good way to do it. So I think we're just Fabling this turn instead. Okay, no attacks. Next turn we could tail swipe during main phase to pick off the Flame Breather. If they don't hold open mana. If they hold open mana to kill the Shaman. Or just kill the Shaman now. We'll be a bit sad. What are these sleeves, dude? Oh man, that's kind of sick. Okay, Flame Breather, do you have to play with fire? Surge Engine. Discard both lands here. Should I go for it? We can try to fight one of these, I suppose. Still play the Surge Engine. No stick. Okay. That's pretty good. We get the engine down then. Still can't attack with the Lizard Blades. Make the treasure. Is this all good? Maybe play the Fable instead. Just keep getting mana available. Seems okay to me. Good, good. Could even dump the Simian if we want to unearth it. Impulses. Okay, not this turn. Mechanized Warfare can take out the Lizard Blades now, though. They save it, they can take out a lot of things next turn. Okay, they play the slow game, which is interesting. Well, TEZZERET actually turns some of these things into 4/4s. Let's do Planeswalkers too. It does. Could play TEZZERET and plus. If we hit land, it's kind of interesting. Each opponent. Or we could just get the Simian down, pump the Lizard Blades, make 2 mana. It's quite good. I think we're definitely going to dump the Surge Engine. I kind of like TEZZERET around. Let's just try it like this. More land. Okay, we could do everything. So one option is to play TEZZERET and minus on the Lizard Blades. I guess we can see how much stick there is. Autopay. Alright, so there is sticks. We probably won't try that. Probably take a plus instead. We'll plus now to see if we hit... Let's actually attack here first. This is kind of interesting. Except for you. You have no point in getting in there. So they're going to Mechanize Warfare, 1 damage to 2 damage to each Planeswalker and creature. Why don't we just plus here? We're going to lose everything. The other option is we could Lizard Blades onto the Reflection, which is actually quite good. I'm sure they have an answer to that though, right? They're holding open priority. Yeah, they probably pick off one of these now, unfortunately. Okay, that resolves. Pretty interesting. I think we'll take the plus then. Try to see if we can get TEZZERET to survive this next turn. Drop off 1 Simian. Still play out the Bankbuster here. Okay. And should be able to use it for free off of the TEZZERET passive effect, right? No? It's not an activated ability? Why not? I guess it's their priority. What's going on? First activated ability of an artifact you activate. Each turn costs 2 less to activate. Is this not an activation? Okay, the Lightning Strike the TEZZERET instead. So now they sweep the board. And we potentially keep the Kiki-Jiki. Though not necessarily. I guess we want to do this pretty soon. Let's take our draw. So we do get it. That's good at least. And then they sweep the board here for 2. 1 mana left over. They could take Kiki-Jiki as well. It's definitely possible. Yep. There goes everyone. Down to 7, by the way. Phoenix Chick as well for even more damage. No blocks. Not looking super hot. We flip the next Kiki. Take a draw, drop a Simian, I guess. But we're almost dead here. Essentially dead here. Take 2 off the Phoenix Chick and 1 more off of any spell. If we had 1 more turn, maybe we could get there by putting a bunch of counters on Lizard Blades, but they can even power up the Mishra's Foundry here. So that's game. It's okay. Too bad we have tap lands, but otherwise we could keep this. So it's a little bit slow for us. Wormlet into Lizard Blades would have been a much better sequence with the untapped green source on 1. All right, let's get to it. Let's get popping. Boros, okay. Untap land. We don't have to play this out. We could go Wormlet first. Yeah, let's just get the Wormlet down. No removal on 1. No stick. Okay. Interesting. Are they going to counter me? I don't know. Can attack here first. No stick there. Alright, you got the counter? What are you doing? Jeskai. Jeskai, no counter spells. Okay. No counter spells, no interaction. Only sorcery speed, 3 drops. See if they hit the land. Plaza of Heroes. Thrawn Spider. Okay. Well, probably want at least 1 land here. How do we fight this thing? Do we have enough mana? What could we do? Where do we get a Power Stone from? This thing? I don't want a Power Stone. Okay. Yeah, we drop off 1 land here. We could just sit back and play TEZZERET and plus. But, We really want to make the Wormlet big enough to block this stupid thing, right? Do you want to play Lizard Blades this turn? I think everyone else is okay at the moment. You can be used to cast Lizard Blades. I think it's just one land here. Yeah, alright, whatever. It's all fine and dandy. Okay, so we'll play you out. Oh, we can turn the Power Stone into a 4/4? Is that the play? Sure. Why not? Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. That seems cool. This thing doesn't die if this thing dies, right? Alright. Thank you for the Power Stone. We're just going to sit back and defend TEZZERET. Yeah, we'll see if they have removal, but they haven't shown us removal the first 2 turns anyway, so. What does this thing do? We should probably read it. 7. Top 4 cards, reveal an artifact, put it into your hand. They might steal our 4/4 away. Oh, they draw instead. Okay. Good lord. Flipping you is interesting. Start with a plus here. Probably just lose the land here instead. Okay. Could give someone double strike. Probably want to start with a tail swipe, though. That seems fine. Alright. Tail swipe you. One thing we could do into the sweeper is Lizard Blades on the reflection. That offers a lot of... we get Lizard Blade on someone. It's kind of a waste. How much damage do we have here, actually? 10... 15 damage. It's not lethal. It's a crap ton of damage, but I actually think I'd rather have insurance on the Kiki Chiki here. Alright. So now we survive a sweeper. Or at least something sticks around. Let's drop the Fable. Yeah, let's get the Fable going here. Are they gonna sweep the board? I don't know. I don't know. They're very weird. We'll try it. Even if they sweep, we at least get the other 2 effects off the Fable cooking. Alright, what do you got, man? What are you doing with this deck? I have no idea. Zazow. They scoop! Opponent handed us the Power Stone, the Infinity Stone. Feeling like Thanos over here. On the play with good mana. Not a great curve, but I'm willing to suck it up. Get our tap land down. And probably get our 2/3 down on 2. On the island life. We need red here. Red and blue. But we get our first spell down. No stick, no fading hope, no consider on 1. It's actually Izzet. And they're looking at it. Maybe a lightning strike target. They let it go, do nothing. Okay. That's fine with us. Pretty good on most of our colors here. Definitely want more red. Alright. Attack here first, see if they want to remove it. Eat the damage, drop the Lizard Blades. See if they want to remove that instead. Or counter, maybe they got a counter here. We don't know what's going on yet. Make disappear, sure, get that out of the hand. We'd like to resolve a TEZZERET in plus. We don't need to be minusing. We don't really have an aggressive start here. Just want to sit back and plus and try to outdraw them, but might be hard. Yeah, I don't think we slam TEZZERET into that per se. Swing for 2 more. Just playing out the Wormlet here. I hope they give us a lightning strike target. But I don't want to run into the next Spear for sure. Abrade the Wormlets instead of abrading the Amalgam. That's a little interesting. Why do you think that is? I mean, we don't have enough mana to level it up. Not sure. Maybe they just don't like the life gain. Man, it's too bad they're holding all this mana open. That's a good draw. They're playing Field of Ruin, too. Don't know why that is. Not that many creature lands. Alright. Attempt to Bank Buster. Gets through Make Disappear. Technically, we could draw into a Wormlet here, so, we'll take the draw. Oh god, don't Field of Ruin my land. I mean, I'll make green. It's okay. I don't think I'm running any basics, because nobody plays Field of Ruin. Maybe 1 in 100 less. We'll make green, in case we hit the Wormlet. Yeah. I don't have any. Tail swipe. We hit green, but we can't play it. Maybe the mana passed too. Alright, well, that was sad. Okay. Well, they do tap out here. And they pick off the creature. So we get to resolve a Tezzeret plus. It's possible we want to dump the land off. So we'll take the extra pain land damage here. Alright. Plus away, my friend. We'll drop off the tail swipes. And unfortunately are out of green this turn. But we can take the Bankbuster draw for free. So maybe we'll hit green. Nope. Okay. We are in the game now. They don't have immediate removal for Tezzeret. We can plus every turn. Ooh, okay. That's probably a game. Yeah, I don't think we beat that. Right? There's no way to beat that. Okay. Yeah. I'll be done. That's fine with me. This is probably a mull. We don't even have double blue to hit Tezzeret. Let's try again. I think this is going to be better. Maybe put back SAHEELI here. Too expensive. Opponent on Monorad, Falconwrath, Pit Fighter. No one drops for us. Blizzard Blades does play well against that if it survives removal. Ooh, actually, Rakdos Aggro. Maybe Rakdos Vampires. Could see a turn 3 Florian, which is always a fun one. We're probably best suited just by lightning striking someone and not risking the Lizard Blades blowout. So that's what we shall do. Let's see if they have Florian. They don't need to play it before combat because they don't have any mana left over anyway. And it's kind of going to suck if we burn our lightning strike and they do jump Florian, but I think we have to try here. I think it's an important enough thing to not take the extra damage. They might cycle this guy instead though. They can sack you in response. Okay. I mean, if that's how they want to spend their mana, it does slow them down a little bit. Nope, let it go. Hit us for 2. Another Pit Fighter. Okay. And a Harvester. Well, that can pick off the Lizard Blades, unfortunately. So we'll drop the Wormlets, go down a bit, and then drop the Blades, which can only block so-so. Go up a life. So they probably pick off the Blades with the Harvester. Minus token ability. Yep. Makes their attacks better. Adversary, they can't kick it yet, which is nice. Take 6 or make a 3/3 blocker next turn. A pair of 3/3s. You know, I might just take 6. At least we can gain a little bit of life off of the Wormlets. Alright, and they're going to dump off one of the Pit Fighters, look for something better. Looks like that's the plan. Doesn't have to be at sorcery speed, though. They could wait, but they might choose to do it now. What's going on here? Okay, they sack the Adversary and discard a land to redraw. Sure. We'll go ahead and play the Simian here. And voila. We got a pair of 3/3s. No attacks. Let's just chill for a bit. See if we can magically outdraw them. Dominating Vampire. Oh god. Okay, gain control. Mana value less than or equal to the number of vampires you control. Well, I guess we're eating 4 off the Simian. No! Alright. Well, whatever. You vampire deck got me. I actually like vampires. I think vampires are very fun to play. It's been a while. On the play with good mana. Let's rock and roll, baby. Opponent is Ragavan with a fiery avatar. So, no sleeves though. We'll see if they got that mono red burn life. No. Totally surprising. Bans instead. Okay. Get our 2 mana 2/3 down. Pump the Wormlets. Gain a life. Swing for 2. Look at that aggro deck go. They do nothing. They could have a counterspell here. Should we go for it anyway? Probably. We don't have to do it till after combat. So we'll swing here first. Ooh, there is stick now. Yeah, not sure. Yeah, we'll go for it. You got a counter for me? Perhaps? They do. The negate. Opponent running negate. Okay. Well, what do we want? More blue here. We can't power you up yet, because it costs 5 mana to triple the amalgam. They eat it all, play another wormlet. More stick. Can't counter that. Or at least choose not to. Union of the third path. Alright, well, they don't have double white yet for the depopulate sweeper. But they very well could have it. More tap land. We got another turn here, but we ain't doing a whole lot. I guess we're powering up the amalgam, right? We have no better moves to make. We have all the green necessary. Alright. You got something? Doesn't look like it yet. We also get to trickle both wormlets. Swinging for 11 here. Opponent might have a bounce or something. Soul Partition. Exile my token. That's fine. We're doing all we can here. Pretty awkward hand. Too many lands. Demolition Field. What is going on, my dude? I don't even know. Alright, maybe see Wandering Emperor now. Like, nope. They eat it all again. They just have all negates? What's going on? That resolves. Okay. I will take it. We'll save the land to cycle off the Fable next turn. Silver Scrutiny. Maybe they farewell us next turn. I mean, that would be a game. But this has been a weird start for us. Too many lands. Need a little more action early. Yeah, okay. Alright, that's probably a game. I'll probably skip there. Not worth my time. Next.